The Return of the Lost Son. Chapter 17. Faces Behind the Mask. As my car pulled away from the restaurant, Drake and his children slowly returned inside, their curiosity burning hotter than their pride. Confusion lingered on their faces as they replayed everything they had just witnessed. Drake straightened his jacket and walked toward the two businessmen who were preparing to leave. "Excuse me," he said cautiously. "May I ask you a question?" The men paused. One of them studied Drake for a long moment, then sighed. "Who that young man is," he said calmly, "is not something everyone is meant to know." Drake leaned in, desperate. "Please. Just tell me." The man's voice dropped, firm and final. "He is Jason, the founder of Luma Company. A man worth billions." Drake froze. "What?" he shouted, his voice cracking in disbelief. The businessman offered nothing more than polite smiles before walking away, leaving Drake and his children standing there, stunned, lost in a daze they could not escape. Minutes later, they stepped outside the restaurant, their voices low but frantic. "How did he become so successful, so suddenly?" one of the children muttered. Diana's eyes narrowed. "He was testing us all along," she said bitterly. "And we failed, completely." A slow, sinister smile crept onto Drake's face. "Don't worry," he said quietly. "I see a way to deal with them." That evening, around 6 o'clock, I returned to my mansion. The moment I entered the living room, exhaustion claimed me. I tossed my phone onto the couch and collapsed beside it, releasing a long, weary yawn. My body was home, but my mind was still restless. The next morning, Luma Company buzzed with its usual energy, until Drake and his children arrived at the entrance, boldly claiming they were my family and demanding to see me. The security guards immediately alerted one of the managers. He stepped forward and addressed them respectfully. "Sir," he said, "we have strict rules. Outsiders are not allowed inside the company. Not even family members." Drake scoffed. "You licking dog," he spat. "All you know how to do is bark. Open the gate." The manager swallowed the insult and bowed slightly. "I apologize, sir. I'm only doing my job." At that moment, my car pulled up. I stepped out and walked toward the entrance. The gathered staff greeted me respectfully, and I nodded in response. "What's going on here?" I asked calmly. Suddenly, Drake rushed toward me and grabbed my hand. "My son," he cried loudly. "This manager wants to throw us out." I yanked my hand away so forcefully that he nearly lost his balance. He stumbled, then steadied himself. I turned slowly, my expression ice cold. I looked at Drake, his son, and his daughter, then smiled faintly. "Do I know you?" I asked. With a careless wave of my hand, the security guards seized them and dragged them out by force as they shouted in protest. I turned to walk inside, then stopped. Without looking back, I said coldly, "If they ever show up here again, show no mercy. Beat them, or even break their legs." Then I walked into the building without another word. To be continued.